All right, so I'm here with Andy Schoen from Southpack, right? And we're on a little island, actually, just a little bit south of Tennessee. Where's this place?
A really small island. You've probably never heard of it. Here in Australia, it's quite small.
Yeah, Brisbane, Australia. So it was my first time to Australia. Absolutely had a blast so far this week. We've got a fundamentals class going today. You got a 3-day workshop here, but yesterday something really fun happened for me. I don't know how fun it was for you because you were in the passenger seat. Right. So you let me drive your car on the left-hand side of the road, which is where they drive here. So I'm always talking about sort of performance modes. So tell me just a bit about what, like when you were teaching me, I know how to drive, but I've never driven on the left-hand side of the road. So what was your thoughts as we were getting ready to do this?
Well, knowing from my own experience, the key thing is because your points of reference are all opposite, you're on the wrong side of the vehicle. It feels like you're on the wrong side of the vehicle, wrong side of the road. So all your points of reference are out. So immediately you're driving, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm driving as well. I'm looking back over my shoulder, looking both ways, checking that everything's kind of been considered. Even though I have no doubt about your skill as a driver, it's an entirely new context for me.
Right, and you said that I did fairly good at staying, what do you call it, something about the lane
Well, you didn't
alignment?
do any hitting of the curbs or any other cars on the wrong side of the road, so
that's all good, right? So we were successful, right? But I was totally in a different performance mode. I wasn't skill-based. I was probably somewhere between sort of knowledge and rule-based. I know I ask you a million questions, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm realizing this is not my normal comfort zone here. But we got through it just fine. But you think about the workplace, things can change pretty quickly. I go from one vehicle to another or one workstation to the other, and the same sort of thing can happen, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
it does happen that way.
It does, right? And then, so we were talking a bit about the new view and sort of safety 2 and the work that you're doing here in Australia. Did I say that right? Australia? Does that sound good?
Not like a real Aussie. You got to drop the A to be a real Aussie.
So say it like a real Aussie would say it.
I'm not a real Aussie.
I know,
either, but that's Australia. See,
Australia.
The A doesn't even is
Australia.
Optional.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm working on it. So we talked a little bit about the journey towards the new view, and I think you had a really good sort of analogy with wearing new shoes.
Yeah, I can't claim any originality for it because I can't remember where I heard it before, probably in a movie somewhere, but it's kind of like when you get a new pair of shoes. It's a new way of thinking. It's not very comfortable necessarily. You think, I wanted to go back to the shoes I used to have because I know them, they're comfortable, I don't have to think about it too much, it's not going to leave me any little blisters, whereas when you change the way you think about things, people go about failure, our default response is to go back to who screwed up here, who's to blame, who can I pin this on. There's got to be accountability of some description.
Right.
That's our old pair of shoes. It's uncomfortable to think in a different way, and that's like your new shoes. But yeah, if you keep on going with that new pair of shoes, eventually it becomes quite comfortable. So at first it might pinch, it might be a little bit sore, but it's a case of having to stick with it, and that's kind of where a lot of organizations, I guess, are at.
Yeah, so they're kind of breaking in those new shoes, right? Yeah. So it's pretty exciting, the work that you're doing here in Australia. And you guys do a lot of aviation work, but you also do a lot of work with other industries now, right?
Yeah, increasingly outside of aviation. There's an awful lot that people can learn from the aviation industry, but there's an awful lot aviation can learn from other industries as well. There are many industries that are, in many respects, a lot more progressive in terms of adopting new ideas around safety. So that's really exciting to be able to take the best from both to each other.
Good. Well, good. I think for me, it's been a real treat to be here. So far this week has been a lot of fun. I got to hold a koala yesterday at the what was that place? The
Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary.
Yeah, the Wildlife Sanctuary. So thanks for taking a few minutes here. I'll drop this onto LinkedIn and Facebook, and we'll just share some more of the thinking around adopting the new view of safety. Appreciate it.